In this video we're going to have a little look at hip flexor stretching. So we're going to look at a nice strict hip flexor stretch first, and then I'm going to show you a few different variations. So for this one we're going to bring the leg up towards the tummy. Now you can handle under at the thigh to really give good alignment, because as that leg comes up you don't want it rolling in or out. You really want to make sure that you're keeping that alignment with the knee over the hip going up towards the trunk. If you're a little bit smaller, you can push over the shin bone to get this stretch. I'm going to choose to go under and support this heavy kind of lower limb. We're going to push through here as far as we can, and you may find that this leg is popping up, and we can just bring our hand onto there and push down. So we're getting a really nice stretch through the hip flexor, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds and then release. So again, just remembering with this that your line of force is down and directly straight in both directions. You're not over any joints, and it's a nice gentle stretch. You're stretching into the resistance and you can feel the tone kind of melt away, but when you feel you hit that resistance, you're going to hold it there for that 30 seconds. So that's one way and the best way, and obviously you're going to have to swap legs, so make sure you're doing both sides. For a slightly easier hip flexor stretch, but it's not quite as pure, you can have a roll over onto your tummy. Now you can use a wedge if you have your wedge. So roll over for me, Eve. Okay, so we're going to go for this position. Now can you come up onto your forearms? So you're going to push yourself up. So bring your one hand up here. So in this position, we're getting a natural kind of hip flexor stretch, but we need to be aware of how much this back is bending, which is why it's not quite as pure as the other stretch. However, in this position you can at least do something like have a little read of a book, which makes it a little bit more functional. If you have a little bit of extra time and your child's in this position, again ensuring that this back isn't arching too much, we can add a further stretch by holding just over their bottom and lifting that leg up into the air. This is obviously much harder as children get heavier and their limbs get heavier, but you might have the opportunity to do this, just being careful of the leg falling. So you can hook that arm around that leg and lift up that little bit of hand for a bit of overpressure, and again making sure that the line of pull is directly up and that you're waiting for that tone just to reduce before you add any extra overpressure. Lovely. So that's another way of getting a little bit of a hip flexor stretch.